It's crazy. Everything just feels right. I've been looking for a van for, I think, 1 month or 2 months. And this one was actually already up for a month. And I saw it in the beginning that it was up, but I was like, no, I want a completely, not a new van, but just a van with nothing in it, so I can really just start from scratch. And then I guess like really towards the ending of July, I saw this one again, and I was like, well, maybe I should actually just do it, because it's got a lot of advantages that I wouldn't have if I would just start completely new. So I just decided to take a look at the van, go there, and it was crazy. We arrived there. I went with my dad, and we arrived there, and it just felt so right. We stepped out of the car, and it was just, yeah, this is probably the one. We just didn't really have to think about it anymore. It just felt amazing. And then everything from there went very, very smoothly. I think I decided August 1st probably to buy him. And then he was here just August 3rd. They dropped him off. And as they arrived here, there was a rainbow. And when they were going to leave, so when they were really gonna let Sam be here, there was a rainbow again. So, I mean, it's crazy. It's like the first big purchase I've made. I mean, I'm 20. I have never really bought anything that was like this grand. Yeah, it's just very exciting. The first step was really just taking everything out, because it was kind of ready to really go on a trip with him. He had a bed and a little kitchen and a closet and everything. So first we decided to just take everything out, which took us a day, which is quite alright. Then I cleaned the entire back, which I did in like a few hours. It really wasn't that big of a deal. It was very clean actually back here, mostly. Just kind of like things that were kind of tucked away because the furniture was in here before. Those were kind of dirty, but I mean, that's fine. It really wasn't that bad. And then the next day I cleaned the front. And then the very nice thing as well is that it's got windows already. It's got 2 windows in the back, and then it's got 2 windows on the side. So there is a lot of light coming in, which is very important. Which is also very nice. The doors, they open to 270 degrees, not just 180, like just a straight door, but the doors like actually go like this, like not fully around, but like that, which is nice. My cat, he is very, very adventurous and inquisitive. So from the moment that I took like a big portion out, he was just already in the van, and he was sniffing every little corner. So he's gonna be helping me out as well. Well, maybe he's kind of just gonna be in my way sometimes. But he's very nice. He's a very nice companion. So he's a nice break from working on things. He gives a lot of love. And it's crazy because I took off wallpaper. There was wallpaper with like dots. I think blue and green and yellow dots. So first I decided to just kind of do a little peek of the corner, and then scrape it off. And I did like a little piece in I think 30 minutes. And then I thought, oh well, maybe I should take off the actual pattern first, and then it's like the glue thing with the like sticky paper, and then I just decided to kind of scrape away at that, and that went easier, but like still quite slow. And then of course my dad came and he said, well, maybe you should just make it wet and then it will go easier. So I made it wet, and that's the best thing. So if you ever have to take off wallpaper, first you make it very, very wet with a sponge or something, and then you can kind of just rip it away and everything's off except for maybe like some glue parts, and then you can just scrape it off. And then when the wallpaper was gone, the space felt so much larger. So this is really just week 1. This is week 1. Everything is now clean. We're starting on a somewhat blank canvas, which is very nice. And I don't know how many more weeks there are to come. We're just gonna take it slow. we're just gonna take it slow. We're not gonna rush into things. We're not gonna push ourselves to like do hour-long days. We just really want to enjoy this project, and we'll see when it's done. I'm very excited for when it's done, but I just decided that I didn't want to wait anymore. I've had the idea or the dream or vision of living in a van and traveling around the world, or at least around Europe, for I think 4 or 5 years, and I was always putting it off. Like, I first have to get a degree, I first want to study, and then when the time is right, maybe I will go ahead and live in a van and just travel the world. But this year I really realized I don't want to wait anymore. There's no point in waiting for something to be done to only then start living your life or living your dream. So I think about 5 or 6 months ago I decided I want to do this now. There's no point in waiting. Life is to live right now. I am 20. The 20s are your years to live your dreams, and I just really want to do that. There's no point in waiting anymore. This year made that very, very clear. I'm ready for what this is going to bring me, because this isn't just a car. It's not just a vehicle. It's a home. It's a way of traveling. It's gonna be so much more than just this metal box with some furniture inside. It's actually, I'm gonna live in here, and we'll see how things turn out, right? We're not at the end at all yet. There's so much to be done, but we'll see how things go. We'll see how things evolve, how my plans evolve, how my visions evolve. The future is really here right now, and that's just what I'm excited about, because I was always envisioning this life and just trying to manifest it, but then like not really succeeding, and then now it's here. I mean, he's here. I have a car. I'm gonna have a home. We'll see where things go. I'm excited. I'll take you along on the ride for the next weeks, maybe months. I don't know. I don't really have a deadline, so we'll see how things go. Yeah, I thank you for being here. Until next time, maybe. And we're also buying stuff. Well, I am buying stuff. So right now I'm just kind of spending money.